Hi everyone. So in the last video, we had a look on this LM35 temperature sensor to Arduino interfacing, and how to connect, how to create the code, and actually the meaning of each and every line of the code. So we also talked about the float data types that has decimal point values. I don't know whether decimal point is correct. Float data type that has point values, 0 point something, right? 5.25, 7.93, like that, right? Point values. So I told you that temperature may have maybe in point values, right? It may not be in integer values most of the times. So we have to use float. So and also I explained you line by line how to analog read that A0 value, why we assign it to x, and why we multiply the x by 0.48828125 to get the temperature value. So then only we receive make the analog value to a temperature value, and we display the temperature value. So if you have the sensor, and if you will continuously get the temperature value in your serial monitor now, so that is clear. So if you don't understand, if you have any confusion, if you want more details, you have to watch my previous videos and come back, then only you will understand what is in the code. So now for the people who have watched my previous video, now you will have an idea what I have actually done. So I simply serial print the temperature value for each and every moment. So if you increase the temperature of the temperature LM35 sensor, maybe holding it by your hand, maybe bringing a flame near to that, things like that, you will see in your serial monitor, the temperature value is increasing. Okay, that is fine. Now today video, what we will do is we will try to have some temperature indication. Let's say for a temperature value more than a particular value, we will have some red alert. Okay, so red alert means someone has to come and take some action. Maybe they have to open the window, switch on the AC, or do something. They know the temperature is high. So for some acceptable range of temperature, then we will have a green light. Okay, so that means everything is fine, you can be calm. So if the temperature is less than a particular value, then we will give them a yellow light. That means you have to increase the temperature by some way, maybe switching on a light or things like that. So that kind of scenario you have to do. So what I will do is, let's not worry about that. Let's have the indicators, right? So let's have 3 LEDs. So I will have int. I will name the red LED as red. Okay. Pin number 10. There's no reason you can have any number of any pins, right? Then int green. My goodness, green. Pin number 11. Since we have done this int yellow. So these are just names. This doesn't make any sense. These names doesn't make any sense to Arduino. To Arduino, having a name as X and having a name as red, all are same. Okay, X and red are same, or X and green are same, X and yellow are same. I am using meaningful words because we can understand this is a red LED. That is why I am giving such names. Okay. So and you also know, when we switch on the red LED, we have to switch off green and yellow LED as a validation, because from the previous iteration they also might have been on sometimes. So when we switch on one LED, we have to make sure the other 2 LEDs are off. So it has to happen with all the 3 LEDs or 3 logics. So this thing also you know. Otherwise you have to go and watch my previous if condition videos, and you will get some idea what I am talking about. Okay. So then here again I have to tell each and every bulb is on output. Okay. So pin mode, I will say 10. I will say output. Okay. So then I'll copy this. Then I will say pin mode 11 output. Okay. And again I will paste this. I'm sorry, I have made a mistake. Since this is a mobile, I may not know what is the undo button. I may not know whether there is an undo button or not. So I should be a little careful. Pin mode 12 output. Okay, 10, 11, 12 output. So you know how to switch on LEDs. You have to tell that it is an output. So then we will simply have an if condition. So since we have we are familiar with the algorithm, so I'm not writing the algorithm because we have done it so many times. So to save the time, I'm going with the if condition. But for you, in your case, when you are writing the code, you have to write an algorithm, right? Manually you have to write an algorithm. So from my experience, I am avoiding the algorithm because I know what is actually going to happen. So to save the time, I'm avoiding the algorithm. But in your case, you have to write an algorithm first. Like normally I write on the top with the comments, right? As a comment, if this, do this, otherwise do that, like that. So anyway, still we know. So let's have the values as I'm sorry. Let's have the values as 50 is the maximum range. So if it is more than 50, we will do something. We will switch on the red LED. If it is 40 to no, that's also high now. So if it is, let's say if it is more than 35 is high temperature, right? 35 we will switch on the LED, right? Red LED. If it is somewhere between 20 to 35, we can keep it at green, and if it is less than 20, we will switch on the yellow. All fine now, right? So let's try the if condition. If what is the temperature? T, right? So T is greater than 40. Okay, so this is a degree Celsius. So the T value will be returning degree Celsius. Okay, so don't worry. So that is why we multiply by 0.48828125. If it is a Fahrenheit value, if you need, then you have to convert it back, or you have to multiply by some other value, or you may even convert T to a Fahrenheit value if you know how to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. Okay, that is fine. So if T is equal to greater than 40, that means we have to switch on that red LED, right? So I will write digital, right? So it itself is a project. So if you want to do this project, you can use this code, obviously, right, for any purpose. So if T is greater than digital 40, we will digital write the red. Okay, so red high. So that is beautiful. Yes or not? Yes. So as I said we have to switch off the other LEDs also. So these things we studied in the previous sessions. So I hope you'll go and have a look. Okay, so we have to switch on the green and yellow. Switch off. We have to switch off them. Okay, so I will switch off the green. Oh my, what is happening? Green. I will make it as low, and also I will make yellow also low. Okay, so then more than 40 will be filtered here. So let's have it more than equal to 40, right? Because 40 also should be in the range. Okay, if it reach 40, we will switch on the red LED. Okay, that's fine. So then we will go for the somewhere between 20 to 30 to 40. Okay, so 30 to 40 means greater than 30 would be fine, because already 40 is filtered here. So whatever the value we are getting is less than 40. So if we write, if it is greater than 30, then 30 to 40 values will be filtered within this if condition. Okay, you understand this thing also we talked in the previous video, in one of the previous videos, I'm sorry. So if T is greater than or equal to 30, then simply we will switch on the green LED. So that means what? Things are safe. Okay, so I'll copy this whole, so it will make my work easy. So red will be low. Okay, green will be high, and yellow will be also low. So now we have filtered the values more than or equal to 40, and we have filtered the values more than or equal to 30. That means 30 to 40. You understand, right? But why I didn't write it 30 to 40? I just wrote more than 30, because if I write more than 30, the values will be filtered. 30 to 40 values only will be filtered, because more than 40 values we are filtering here. So the rest will come. So if I filter it by more than 30, so then anyway the values will be 30 to 40. So that is understandable, right? Otherwise you have to think why I am writing like this, without writing like this. We don't need, because we already know the value is less than 40. but coming to this condition. So you know why, right? So those you have to watch my if condition videos. I can't tell it again. So now I should write else if, right? Not if, else if, because if the first condition is false, then only the next condition will be true, else if. So then only this also would work. Okay, this logic also, the t is greater than 30 logic also will make 30 to 40 values coming here. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. So else means other values, that means the values less than 40, 30. So else is just enough, so the value is less than 30. What we will do is we will make the yellow LED high. That means you have to do something to increase the temperature, right? So maybe the values may differ from the values I told at the beginning, but the logic is same, so don't worry, okay? Because I forgot the values I said in the beginning, but the range should be the each and every LEDs, okay? So here we will switch off this screen also. No matter what, we as a validation we switch off and we switch on yellow LED. So now you can check out the code and you will get the idea what actually I have done. So this is the code for a simple temperature indicator system. So you have to connect a red LED to pin number 10 with the resistor, connect green LED to pin number 11 with the resistor, and connect a yellow LED to a pin number 12 with the resistor, and ground the negative terminals of the LEDs to the Arduino ground. And then you have to connect the temperature sensor the way it has to be connected, and the output should be, the sensor output should be going to Arduino's pin A0. So according to Arduino, this is the input, okay? So if you do like that, and then you will see for more than 40 degrees Celsius, you will get a red light alert. So if it is 30 to 40, then you will get a green light alert. Green light, that means normal. If it is less than 30, you will get a yellow light alert, that means you have to increase the temperature, however. So more than 40, you have to decrease the temperature, right, manually. So that's all, guys. That's all we are supposed to do. So if you have any questions, you can ask me in the comments. So I will scroll down the code so that you can have a look on that, right? So have a look on the code. So I will scroll it up now, so you can pause it and have a look if you want. So I will scroll it up, okay, slowly, right? That's all, guys. So I will meet you in the next video. Consider subscribing us and supporting us. Have a great day ahead, guys. Bye.